I ran off a flat earther from a podcast that he was going to be on. See, a few days ago, the producer for the Sean Atwood podcast contacted me asking me if I wanted to be on the show to talk about what I do and the problems and the issues that I have with flat earthers. So I was happy to go on. And when I got on the show and when the show was starting, I realized that Sean Hibbler was going to be on shortly after me. I don't know if he was going to be on right after me or not initially, but they had announced that he was going to be on. I'm like, oh, I know him. He's a flat earther. He's the flat earther that did the Level movie. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But when I got done with my segment, they were all done. Sean didn't come on. I said, oh, what happened? Well, later that night, Sean was on with Austin Whitsitt, and he said this.
Sean Atwood. I hope you're watching this. I hope someone gets this to him because he's a piece of shit. Sean Atwood, the same guy that had Dave, not Professor Dave.
Yeah. The guy that looked like
a million times to Weiss.
Looked like an alien or something. Yeah.
Yeah, Sean Atwood invited me on his show. This was yesterday. He invited me 2 days ago. The show was yesterday. And I'm looking like, wait, why do I know that face? I start looking around and it was the one Professor Dave. I'm like, is this a setup? I'm like, you know what? I trust my senses. I feel like it is, but let me see. I'll say yeah, I'll come on and it's live. I'm like, oh, of course it's live. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, it's all good. Right before they send me the invite leak, right? They send me the invite leak right before the show's about to go on. I got like 27 minutes before it's my turn. I open the link and sure enough, McToon's already on.
Wow.
And I go, look, man, as much as I love to destroy this piece of crap clown, I am I have rose above him faster than he ever imagined. He is a nobody to me. And yes, that is ego. That is ego. That is ego. He wishes that I signed on that show.
Of course I wanted you to come on. I totally would have demolished you. Unfortunately, the producers had it set up so that you were actually going to talk about your stupid Michael Jackson thing.
So, Sean Hibbler is going to be going through the theories, including whether Michael Jackson faked his own death.
For what reason? No reason at all. The guy could just go buy an island and hide from people if he didn't want to be around them anymore. No, Sean, I would have demolished you because you are so stupid that you are unaware that compasses have a south end to them. In the movie you did a year ago, you had your dumb face on there talking about compasses, saying you never see a compass pointing south.
No compass points south. There is no South Pole. There's no compass that's going to go south.
Every compass points south, you moron. I would have demolished you. You are scared of me, and you should be, Sean. You know, this reminds me of something.
Brave Sir Robin ran away. No! Bravely ran away.
I didn't!
When danger reared its ugly head, he bravely turned his tail and fled.
So he can try to do some black magic talking and get me all worked up and stuff. So I go off or sign off or no, I'm not even joining. You cannot get me. I'm sorry, dude. Like that, I'm too conscious of a being to be set up or screwed that way. It ain't gonna happen, bro.
Get away!
So luckily I double checked, like we all should verify stuff like this. In general, anything, verify it. So I look and I'm like, who's on the show? I'm like, oh, huh. And then I just watch a minute of it. I don't want to give any attention. I know what the process was, what the whole point of it was. They looked pretty pissed that I wasn't joining. And McToon started saying, oh, the guy that's coming on now, he's a Satan worshiper. So he was trolling already. And I'm like, oh, dude, I was walking into a lion's den, bro. I wouldn't have even known. If I just did what normal people do, oh, I got 20 minutes, I'll click the link and join, right? In 20 minutes from now, like I do every podcast. Okay, I'll join as soon as I find out who they are. But if I just did that, I've been walking in a lion's den. They just introduced me as a Satanist.
Did I actually introduce him as a Satanist? No, not really. Though I can see how he might have gotten confused. You see, I was talking about his good friend, Tanner Stewart. Tanner Stewart is a Satanist. What do I mean when I say that Tanner Stewart is a Satanist? Well, I did a whole video series on Flat Earth Satan, Mark Braun, and his followers, and his most well-known follower is Tanner Stewart. Now, Tanner does the blood magic rituals that Flat Earth Satan demands in order for people to go to the North Pole and jump into the magical lake of fire. That's what he really says. Do a magic ritual with your blood, and you get to jump into a lake of fire at the North Pole. Yay, let's all do that. No, let's not do that. So I don't know if Sean is on board with that. Sean definitely does seem to have some of the same beliefs about the North Pole that Tanner Stewart and Flat Earth Satan do, but I don't know. He hasn't made that clear. So, if you're interested in seeing the video I did on Tanner Stewart, the link is in my YouTube description, where he does a blood magic ceremony on a discount tire receipt. Yes. So maybe Sean Hibbler did a magic ceremony on a White Castle box with some mustard stains on it, and then he bled on it and did some ceremony. Maybe he did that. I don't know. Sean, did you? Let me know. Send me an email, mctoon@mctoon.net. I'll be sure to cover that video. Add it to my series. Anyway, I will play the exact thing that I said, everything I said about Sean Hibbler on the podcast right now. The second is the claim that, and the guy coming on in a little bit says this, says that they are hiding more land. Flat earthers are just the village idiots that are in a global community of other village idiots. And then there's actually some satanic flurfs. There's one, Mark Braun.
It's the first time I'm hearing flurfs, and it's hilarious.
Yes, flat. It's a portmanteau of flat earth. So Mark Braun is the oldest flat earther that's a serious flat earther that I know of that's still on YouTube. He literally claims to be Satan. There are flat earthers that follow him, including the guy that's coming on after me. His main guy in his video, Tanner Stewart, follows Mark Braun, has done the blood magic ceremonies that is prescribed by Mark Braun. They would continue to make proselytizing videos like Sean Hibbler did. So you see, I was talking about Tanner Stewart, not Sean Hibbler. I'm not certain about Sean. Sean, you could clarify. Are you a follower of Flat Earth Satanist? Flat Earth Satan, just let us know. Now, Sean, I know you're scared. It was clear. You're scared to face me.
Who knows what would have happened, but I avoided it.
You would have gotten demolished. You're not that bright. You don't know anything about science. All you can do is repeat stuff that other people said, and they're all wrong about it, and you weren't smart enough to realize that they were wrong about it. But Sean, I can tell you this. I'm going to dog you. I'm going to dog all you flat earthers. Because you're proselytizing your stupid religion of lies. That's what it is. You're not smart enough to realize it. That's why we do our top left competition. So yeah, I will be. Everywhere that you want to be, that's where I want to be. Because I want to expose that you are a fraud, Sean. So be certain of that. And don't be surprised if I show up on another show where you're at. And I know you're just going to run again. Now, Sean did this level 3 movie, this third version of it, and it opens up with a long scene from Tanner Stewart, his good buddy, the Satanist. And in that opening scene, he includes some lies about the horizon at high altitude. Who would have thought a flat earther would lie? Gotta lie to Flurf. And then Sean is also good friends with Bryce Mitchell. Bryce is a UFC fighter that agreed to debate me.
So now that I know that you want a formal debate, we will have one.
He agreed to debate me and then chickened out. Seems that people that are friends with Sean Hibbler have a way of chickening out. So both of those will be covered on my channel, so be sure to subscribe so that you can see them when they come out. We'll see you later.